Hello, and welcome to Module 5 of the News Release Traffic Formula course. In this module, I'm going to show you how to get your news releases approved and distributed to hundreds of traffic-generating sites. There's really only one thing you need to do to get your news releases approved, and that is to follow the guidelines of your distribution service provider. We have covered most of those guidelines in the previous training module. If you don't follow the guidelines, your news release may not be approved. For example, if your headline exceeds the maximum number of characters allowed, then your news release won't be approved until you edit your headline and resubmit for review. The most common reason why submissions are rejected is that the body contains content written in the first or second person. For example, I, you, we, our, and so on. Unless you're quoting someone directly, don't use first or second person pronouns in your content. Always write your news release in the third person. Before submitting your news release for review and approval, use this checklist to make sure that you have completed the following. 1. Check that your news release has a newsworthy headline, and doesn't exceed the character or word limit. 2. Make sure that the body content is at least 300 words long. 3. Make sure that all facts and details are correct. 4. Make sure that the content is written entirely in the third person, except when quoting someone directly. 5. Check all spelling, grammar, and punctuation in your content, and fix any mistakes. 6. Check that all of the hyperlinks are working, and that URLs have been written correctly. And 7. Make sure that your contact information is also correct. Keep in mind that you can't change anything in your news release after it's been sent out. So, if you don't want mistakes showing up on hundreds of news sites, read your press release carefully one more time, and get other people to read it too before submitting it for final approval. Now, for the second part of the process, which is getting your news releases distributed to news and media outlets, the service provider submits your news releases to as many sites as they have a distribution agreement with. For example, I use a distribution service that submits press releases to over 500 media sites, so each news release I send out has the potential to reach many thousands of readers with every submission. After news releases are sent out, I also get a submission report that lets me see where my release has been submitted to. This report includes a Google Pickup report showing how many entries have been indexed by Google, and a keyword ranking report that lets me see how well the release is doing in the search results. So, to summarize, to get your news releases approved, you need to follow the guidelines. Make sure you write in the third person. And use the checklist before submitting your news release for final review, approval, and distribution. This is the end of Module 5. In the next module, we'll look at the ranking formula, where I'll show you how to keep your listings ranking faster, higher, and longer in the search engines. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next lesson.